All right, so let's talk about the Shredtown days. Kind of, I guess, coming to an end is the way to phrase it, right? So, what's that looking like for you guys? Is it like a slow kind of transition, or you guys?
It was, yeah. It was kind of slow. I mean, we didn't want to try and keep it alive longer than like. I think we all kind of agreed we didn't want to like milk it, you know. When it ended, it was time, you know. But our last edit was like that ride engine edit,
Yeah,
with the big circle thing,
yeah,
which was cool. But it took us so long to film it, and I think you could just tell it was like we were all getting to the age and to the point where we were kind of just like didn't want to be doing it anymore. It was still fun, but it wasn't the same anymore. Like we kind of done every single thing that we set out to do. And then we were just like, kind of like, yeah, we're done. It's sad, but
hang it up.
Yeah. I mean, we're three, basically, you know, grown men at this point living in a small town in East Texas. How long can you keep doing that?
I don't know. Was there ever talks of a second movie?
No.
No?
No. Yeah, I think it just got to a point where we just couldn't do it anymore. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like we had some falling out or anything.
Yeah.
It was just kind of, we were over it.
So it was just kind of a peaceful, slow transition of like, we did our thing.
Yeah. I think we literally did everything we set out to do. It went way farther than we ever thought it would. And it was an amazing ride. We did it for 10 years. So
yeah, decade of
good
Shredtown.
enough.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
That's a lot longer than anybody else's. A lot of other people have been
That's
pro
good
riders.
enough.
So
Sometimes I think I look back and I'm like, I wonder if I could have somehow continued in the industry, but I don't know. It just didn't work out. I'm still friends with everyone. I still live here in Orlando. Like I still talk to Jeff sometimes and Bear and hang out with Parks and Shane and Rossiter and
you still ride all the time, right?
no.
So you said earlier or at the beginning, you were like, if I never saw me being a pro boat rider at all.
Mm-hmm.
So when the pro, you know, doing your own unique thing happened, were you a little bit surprised of like, oh, like we're going to be pro wakeboarders, but we're not going to do the thing that pretty much anybody else has ever done before?
Yeah, it was definitely surprising. I think we were all surprised. We found a niche little thing, and it was like the perfect timing too with the way the internet was. And Andrew was great at filming. He had all the equipment. There was 3 of us, someone to drive, someone to film, someone to wakeboard. It was like this perfect little recipe for us to be able to create that. And then that's what we did.
Did it damn well.
Yeah. It definitely felt like I was saying, like it definitely felt like we snuck into the wakeboarding party and just hung out for a while.
10 years, I mean,
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
a while.
It was fun.
So you said, like board royalties and stuff, you guys have had pro model boots and then board, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what's that? You guys split that all?
So we never did royalties. We just like every year we would redo our contract and get a little more and get a little more and get a little more. By the end, we were making enough to be fine, but we never got like, what do the kids say? The bag.
Yeah.
We never got the
That's
bag.
what the kids say.
But it's all right.
I mean, not a lot of wakeboarders, I feel like, get the bag. So.
No. I think the bag is in like, if you do well at contests, then you can get like a big energy drink sponsor, which we never got.
Was there any talks of that ever happening?
Not really. I don't know why. I mean,
kind of fit what an energy drink I feel like would be interesting.
Yeah, like we could have done some cool projects together, but I think it was just we were just like a wild card.
Yeah, over there
Nobody
in East
wanted
Texas.
to take a bet.
Oh, yeah. Slingshot did, which is good.
Yeah, Slingshot. They were everything. They did all of that. Yeah, they helped us.
Love it. Yeah. So you said you don't wakeboard now. Do you still got some setups?
Yeah, I still have all the old wakeboards.
Okay, what's your favorite graphic you guys had? You got a favorite? Any that jump out?
I mean,
or boots, I guess.
The TP one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
So how does that work when you guys do you guys design a board together, or because you all probably have a little bit? I mean, you do have
Slingshot always
styles.
had like the sickest artists. Typically, like Andrew would work with the artist, and then we would kind of all sit down and like look at it and come up with some more ideas, and then do another rendering. But yeah, we would always just throw around ideas. We worked together constantly, so we were always just like talking about everything. But Andrew was the one who was like really the one who was in communication with like the artist and Slingshot most of the time.
Okay. And the board itself, though, did you guys? Because you all have a little bit different wrapping style.
we would, you know, we need it more flexible. We needed a little bit more durable. Like we're breaking this part of it. Yeah, we would just tweak it every year.
Okay. And everybody was pretty stoked on how it rode.
Yeah.
Together.
Yeah, it was always sick.
Got the fin holes in there too, if you need to jump on the boat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, our last one actually didn't have fin holes.
Didn't the last one? Was that the white one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So you don't wakeboard.
No.
Well, you're gonna soon because we're gonna hit a spot. What are the boys up to now? You talk to them at all?
Yeah, not a lot, but Andrew has a drone film company. He's like, obviously he was like the filmer. He was the one that was all into that. He's got a drone film company called Dallas Drone Pros. They film all kinds of cool shit. Like they've done like car commercials, and he does that with one of our other buddies. And then Chris lives in Dallas. They both live in Dallas.
Okay, both still in Texas.
Yeah, Chris lives in Dallas. He actually has a couple Airbnb houseboats. He copied me on that.
Do you have those?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I own a little Airbnb houseboat up in Sanford.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
but he actually has 3 now.
Wow. So is that his full-time gig then, probably?
I think
Kinda
so,
taking care
yeah.
of that. That's sick.
Yeah.
You guys still...
And Chris has a kid.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Chris has a kid.
Dang. What's his name? Her name? You know?
Scout.
Scout. Sick name.
Yeah.
Do you guys like hang out at all together? I mean, when you
yeah,
get back
so
to
I go
Texas,
back a lot. I go back at least 4 or 5 times a year because my family still lives there. And then, yeah, I'll hang out with the boys. Not a ton, but yeah.
Is that 2 Tower still up at
No.
the ranch? No.
They took it down.
Bummer.
I think it's, I don't know exactly what they're going to do with it. It's still there, though.
Yeah. Still like up, you think? Or
No, it's not up.
Oh, taken down.
It's like sitting there somewhere.
Okay. So what brought you back to Florida then?
So I've been with my fiance for 10 years, and I met her here when we were on a trip for Surf Expo. I was at a party at Bear's house, and we ended up meeting, and then that was the rest was history, I guess you'd say. But so after everything kind of fizzled out in Texas, I owned a little house there in Athens. But it was just like, I don't know, I just wanted to change, and I already had a bunch of friends here. She had a little condo here, so we just moved here.
Okay.
And I like it here.
You like it here?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you do besides the houseboat rental?
So I work right when we stopped wakeboarding. I guess that was 2019. I ended up going and working for Henshaw and Keith Lidberg because they own it's called Artificial Grass Co. They own artificial grass company, and like I helped them on their first like big job. So I worked with them for a little bit. I don't know how long, maybe like 4 or 5 months. And then I ended up, one of my fiance's friends, her husband is a general contractor here, and he hired me to be his superintendent. I was his superintendent for like 3 years building custom homes. I had worked construction in college before that, and then like obviously we built a bunch of stuff for
built some
Shredtown.
rails.
So I was familiar with it, but this was definitely like a big learning curve. Like basically the first day he like threw these plans at me and was just like, here, you're now the superintendent. Like, but I mean, I know my way around a construction site and building houses. So, but I learned a ton. I did that for 3 years with him, and then he moved, and now I've just been basically like all his clients started calling me, needing random stuff done, handyman type stuff, and then now it's turned into like some remodeling, renovation. So I own my own little handyman business.